I'm Shane Lautenschläger for Victory's True American Road Trip. We're getting ready to go on a 5,200-mile, 19-day adventure across 6 states. Sleeping bag, tent, enough clothes for 10 days, everything else you want to bring along. We're going to pack all of that and place it on that, and we're going to show you how. In preparing for a long ride, there is a science to packing. Segregate each of your clothes by day. Once that's completed, take all your clothes and start rolling them. And I mean everything. We're talking pants, shirts, socks, chonies, maybe not, but still roll them. There's a reason. Once you've already segregated all of your clothes into days that you're going to wear them, start with the very last day and put that in your bag first. Then the next to the last, and so on. This is set up so that when you're on the road trying to unload your bag or get into the next set of days' clothes, then you can go ahead and pull them right out without having to unpack completely. You'll know exactly where everything is at and you'll be ready to go. If you got a lot of loose parts and you don't feel like digging for them in the bottom of your bag, stick them in soft pouches, boxes, keep them in the cases that they come with. Part of that also is some of these cases are a little large for your items. We'll show you how to get around that also. When camping, I make it a point to always bring a tarp with a tent. You don't want any loose material flapping around down the road to get in the way of anything. So the best thing to do is take your tent, use it as the internal piece, and just roll your tarp up around it. Then all you need to do is take a bungee, around it goes, and you've just secured your tarp and don't have to worry about it flapping off and nailing the guy behind you. Well, we've packed everything up. We're ready to load the bike up. There's a few items I did add to the list, and that's foam. Items in this box, I didn't want to bring that box, so I'm going to break them out, put them in foam, protect them in here, and place them in the bag. Along with that, I have a cradle of foam for a camera, which we want to keep really, it's a fragile item, and we want to make sure that that fragile item is protected. The reason why I did this is so that we could close this one, lock it, and it's protected. These big, deep saddlebags that you can lock, they are awesome to protect some pretty valuable items. Just remember, just because you have the room doesn't mean you need to fill it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pack the rest of the bike up and let you catch up with us once we got the bags done. So remember, foam is your friend, and you don't have to pack because you got room. Pack what you need only. The next thing we want to do is talk about what to put on the luggage rack. When attaching things to your bike, there's a lot of ways to go. I use bungees. You can even use the web strapping. The only thing I caution you with is they have these long tag lines. Make sure they're tied up so they don't get wrapped around loose parts. So let's get started. I like to put the heavy stuff underneath and the lighter stuff on top. And what I got in here, if you remember me packing, this is the tent and the tarp. My next step is the sleeping bag. Along with that, it's waterproof, so I don't have to worry about it getting rained on and turning into a great big sponge. Try to keep all your packaging waterproof as much as possible because it will rain on you and you will find that rain. Next in line is my waterproof duffel. Again, waterproof. I like dry clothes. and the camp chair. Can't live without a camp chair. So what we'll do with that, place the mat down here for a time being. Using these straps here, I'll go ahead and tie in. Oh, look, there's a little caution for you. See how much the bag comes out and touches on the paint? After about 1,000 miles, you're going to have scuff marks all over there. Let me show you a little trick about that. So what I'm doing right now is I'm reducing the size of this bag. Now, if it's really big, on a trip, you can actually sit on this thing and squeeze it down. Now remember, in here are our clothes. The clothes are rolled. There's a reason why their clothes are rolled, is so they won't be wrinkled when you take them out. That's what rolling does. There's your secret. Remember when I told you about the loose taglines on the web? This web strapping really gets into everything and it's really strong. Don't forget to tie them down. I'll be honest with you, when the temperature gets around 95 plus, I really don't like wearing leather. So what I do is I wrap it up in my jacket, making sure that the arms are well protected and they don't get loose. And then I also add these little guys, these little bungee loops. These are pretty cool little items. What it does is set up, so I put them through the loops on here, and then inside the jacket, where it's nice and protected, no loose items, I don't have to worry about it. The jacket pretty much adds itself as a net. And then you loop around them, around that little knob there, and then you're good to go. This is also a good idea to wear for, to hold rain suits, because it's very easy to get back to in case temperature drops, gets wet. You're good to go. The only addition I put on here is a net. I'll put an extra net over the top of this. That way when I come off the bike, I can slide my helmet up underneath there and I don't have to worry about it hanging anyplace. It's well protected. And here we have it. The Victory, ready to go on that great American road trip.